Okay, so I'm gonna be analyzing USDJPY so that we'll know where the market is going, and by next week, when the market open, we'll know where we should be applying our strategy, right? So as always, I go to the higher time frame. Higher time frame analysis is all I believed. So um, I'll always start my analysis from the monthly time frame and then down to the lower time frame. So let's go to the one monthly time frame or 1 month time frame, however. So if you look at the monthly time frame, you see, I hope you guys can hear me. So if you look at the monthly time frame, you see that very, very, very obvious. If you look at market structure wise, the market is in an uptrend, right? If you look at characteristics of market structure, the market is in an uptrend. But however, if also when we look at the current trend, the current structure, I mean to say the current structure on USDJPY, you see that this level has been a problematic level. This is market some time ago, market came here and got to this point here, and then we saw this um, some reaction right here, right? And then the market at that same level, some time ago, the market bought from there. The market came back here again, bought, and now the market is currently at this level. So that level has been a very sensitive zone where market tends to reject from there. So we can consider that level as either a danger zone or a strong support area. So I'm going to put my line from there, right? I mean, I'm going to put my zone right there. Right, this level. So let's give it a good color. So this is where the market is rejecting from, right? And if you look at since the market got into this zone, we had that rejection. Last month, the market bought throughout, and then this month, after rejection, this one again, the market has been pushing to the upside. In fact, since the beginning of this month and June, the market has been pushing. We have that buying momentum to the upside. So, which means that in this sense, we should be looking for more reasons to become the buying neighborhood, right? So now let's go to the weekly time frame to see the structure clearly on weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame also, when you look at the weekly time frame, since the market got into the zone, first that the market got a push, and then there was a setup, right, that pushes the market back to the zone. And then the market also, when the market got back to the zone, we saw that rejection to the upside. So within this level here, this is what we call uh, double top or the W formation, right? The market has formed a W formation right here. So this W formation or double bottom is also a sign of reversal in the market, but we don't trade double top. We only use double top, double bottom, whatever to be able to determine when the trend or where the direction of the market is going before we can apply our strategy, right? So now this type of W or this type of double bottom is what we call the truncated. Truncated in the sense that the first leg, the second leg is not up to the second leg like this. So that's why you see this one. You see that it's here and it's pushing, right? So this is a very, 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 very good sign that, okay, this problematic zone from the month we saw from the monthly time frame is going to hold. That market is rejecting and is pushing to the upside. So in this wise, we should become the buying neighborhood by next week on USDJPY, right? So now we can scale down to the lower time frame when market open by next week, and then we'll be looking for fantastic five setup in line with the direction of the trend. And remember, we also have to know when we can keep the point at which we can continue to buy or we can continue to become the buying neighborhood, and the point where we can decide to counter trend. But for now, the market is rejecting from a strong danger zone or a strong support area from the monthly time frame. And it is a very clear reason for us to become the buying neighborhood by applying our fantastic five from the H4, H1, MTT time frame in line with the direction of the market. So in this sense now, we can go to the H4 time frame. Let's go to H4. If I come to H4 time frame, right, I can see that the H4 is noisy, but also we see potential setup here like if you look at this level, we can see potential setup like SNRC2 as a continuation setup. But let's go to the daily first. I'm going to see something from the daily. From the daily here, I can see this strong this look like SNRC1 because the market was this is like the double bottom, right? The market just break this particular level here. This level has been a problematic level as well, preventing the market from pushing to the upside. So right now, the market has been able to break. So, but if you look at it clearly, we see that we have this rally, base, rally. So the rally, base, rally also align with this strong resistance area. So on daily, we can see that it is what? It is we can see that level as a scenario 1, right? Though the base zone is so big, right? So I can put my line right here. Okay, I'm going to cover the whole of this, right, on daily. So you see that our system is clear. So let's okay, I can consider this as a scenario 1. Also, we can also scale down to H4 time frame. So within the H4 time frame also, we can see that this potential, because it's noisy. So I want to consider the potential SNRC1 on daily time frame. So in such a way that when market comes here to this level, to this zone right here, give us a confirmation, we can push, but I will monitor from the daily time frame is where I'm going to monitor when market open by next week. I'm taking the setup. Why am I taking setup from one might consider maybe we have like here we can say we have potential setup right here. We have potential setup. Let me come, guys. Okay, we have a potential setup on the H4 time frame, which is SNRC2, and then we have a potential setup on the daily time frame, which is potential SNRC1 setup. So why am I considering the one on daily time frame? I'm considering the one on daily time frame because, for instance, now I think I've done a video before on my YouTube channel about maybe having set up. Let's say you find a setup on 1 hour time frame, you find another setup or the same setup on 30 minutes time frame, or another setup like maybe two, three time frames at the same time. So which setup are you going to consider? I think I did a video on that, but also I'm going to explain. So in this example now, we found a setup on the daily time frame. We also find a setup on H4 time frame. Maybe if we go down to the 1 hour time frame, we may still find another setup. But the only reason I'm going to consider the daily potential SNRC1 setup, even though the zone is big, is because we are picking the setup that is close to the confirmation time frame. So if we look at the potential setup on H4 time frame, we are going to consider the confirmation. So we are going back to daily to look for confirmation, right? So we don't have a confirmation of that potential setup on the H4 time frame, right? So it means we go to what weekly time frame is again. So when we go to the weekly time frame, what can we see on weekly? Let's go to weekly. Go to weekly time frame, we see that the weekly close as a bullish engulfing, right? Close as a bullish engulfing. So now we have a potential setup on H4, and then we also have a potential setup on daily time frame. It means that we are going to consider this potential setup on daily because daily, the setup on daily is close to the confirmation time frame, right? So even though we find another setup now on 1 hour, let's say we find a setup on daily 1 hour daily H for 1 hour 30 minutes. I'm only going to consider the time frame, the setup that is close to the confirmation time frame or the confirmation candle, right? So in this case, we have a confirmation candle on weekly time frame. And then we have potential setup on daily and have potential setup on week H4. So which means I am not going to consider the one on H4. I'm considering the one on daily time frame because daily potential SNRC1 is very, very close to the confirmation time frame, which is the weekly time frame. So in this sense, if the market should retrace back here, though because the setup is coming from the daily, we don't enter trade from the daily. We can still, when market comes into the zone, we can monitor from the H4 1 hour time frame and below to see if there's going to be any confirmation of rejection for entering, right? So, but for now, I am considering this potential SNRC1 on daily on USDJPY. However, the most important thing is that we need to understand where is USDJPY moving currently. Where is it going, right? So the USDJPY from our analysis from the monthly time frame down to daily, down to H4, we see that the market buyers are going to be controlling this market at the moment. Buyers are going to take over the market, which means we should become the buying neighborhood. And also, while you are buying, let's say the market keep moving. As the market keep moving in respect to the direction where the market is going, it will keep providing opportunities. It may not provide opportunities every day for you because it's not designed to provide opportunity every day for you, but you need to be patient and wait for price to keep providing opportunity in respect to um, your strategy, right? So and now, if we are buying, we also have to, like I said, when market is making a push, it's going to be retracing, having deep retracement from significant past supply zones or significant past demand zones. So this significance area is what we consider to be either roadblock or a danger zone. So this is my analysis on USDJPY. So let's see how the market is going to how this market is going to be by next week, but we remain buy bias, guys. Buy bias in respect to our strategy. So we have potential setup on daily, and we are going to be monitoring when market decided to retrace back to the zone. We can monitor on the lower time frame, 30 minutes, 1 hour, waiting for any reasons to buy. So this is it for USDJPY.